Hey guys, welcome to day 6 where we are covering Daisy Duck, who is super cute and adorable and a little bit more difficult than what we have done so far. If you haven't already subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do so. It will really help me to grow my channel and mean that I can keep bringing these tutorials to you. If we can hit 500 subscribers before the end of our 30 days, which means we have 25 more days to go, I'm going to extend our 30-day challenge out by another 5 days and do 5 more characters with you guys. If you haven't already joined the Facebook group, there is a link in the description. I do currently have a poll in there for you guys to decide which movie you would like to move on to once we are finished Mickey and Minnie and Friends. And most importantly, have fun. So guys, for Daisy Duck, we are going to start on her beak and we are going to give her a little bump across in yellow near the bottom of the nail. And then we are going to dip down slightly just after that and then give another slight little bump. You are going to see a slightly easier Daisy Duck in a couple of the little scenes as we go on. If you'd like a tutorial for her, please pop a comment below and I can add up a tutorial for her. She is super easy though, so if you were able to do this Daisy Duck, you will be able to do her with no problem. Once you've got your beak drawn in, you are literally just going to colour it in. Then you are going to move on and take your white paint and we are going to paint in Daisy's head. So we are going to start off with giving her a nice high eyebrow about 3/4 of the way up the nail. And then we are going to give her a slightly bigger eyebrow over the far side. So this first eyebrow kind of comes off the nail a little bit. And this second eyebrow is totally on the nail. So she's kind of looking over to the side. Then you're going to join that eyebrow and just kind of dip it down off the side of the nail. And you're going to join the two in the center. And you're going to fill that in right the way down to the beak. Once you're finished with your white, your beak should be ready for its second layer of yellow if it needs one. And then making sure that your white is totally dry first, you are then going to add in your second layer of white paint. Once you've got your second layer of white paint on, we are going to move on to our bow. So you are going to need either pink paint or you're going to need to mix some red and white together to make your pink paint. And we are going to start off with our rectangle in the middle of the bow. So this is the exact same way that we've been drawing Minnie Mouse's bows in our other tutorials. Once you've got your rectangle in, you are going to draw a little diagonal up towards the top of the nail. And then in this case, we are going to draw like a little love heart shape down the side. Now, so normally our bows are overlapping the front of the face, but with Daisy Duck, the bow is behind. So we are going to outline the top of the head now with our pink paint, and the bow is not going to overlap the front of her face. So you're following the shape of the face and you're filling it in. Now when we move on to the other side, because she's kind of looking over her shoulder a little bit, we want the other side to look like it's slightly further away. So when we're doing our diagonal on this side, we're not bringing it up quite as high, just to make it look like it's a bit smaller so it looks like it's a little bit further away from us. And once again, you're going to follow the shape of the face and fill in your bow. Once you've finished your bow, you are going to take your black paint and we are going to start to outline the beak. Now for the start of your beak outline, you are literally going to follow your paint shape of your yellow and you're going to outline across. You want to make sure both your white and your yellow paint is totally dry before you do this. Then you want to add a smiley little mouth in. So we're going to go halfway down the beak and give her a little smiley mouth. You can see the beak lifts up at the corner there. So halfway down the beak and give her a little smile. And then for the bottom of her open mouth, we want to give her a little curve down. Now, so between her mouth and the top of her beak, you want to paint a little kind of shadowy line, like we've done with all of our little mice so far, just to show that the beak does stick out a little bit. And then you want to use a little bit of orange paint just inside the open part of her mouth. If you want to see how to make this paint, just pop into our Donald Duck tutorial where you'll see me making it on screen, but it is just a mix of red and yellow paint. And then we're going to outline our little orange area just to show that part of her mouth. And you want to also give her a little curve at the bottom of her, or at the end of her mouth rather, just to show off her little happy face. So just a little happy cheek curve in black at the end of her mouth. Now, so we are going to move on to her eyes. So she has really big eyes, and this eye is going to be a little bit bigger than the other eye, just again to show that she's kind of looking over to one side. And just like we've done for all of our other characters so far, we are literally painting an egg. A nice big round egg. You want this egg to touch off the beak. And on the other side, we are also drawing an egg shape, but it's more of a half an egg because part of the egg has disappeared off the side of the nail. Slightly smaller than the first one as well. And then you're going to paint small eggs inside these eggs for her pupils. Now this time around, all of our other characters so far have been looking straight ahead, but we want our Daisy Duck to be looking over to the side. So we're going to paint her little pupils looking down the bottom corner of the eye. And you want to always make sure that both pupils are always pointing in the same direction. She'll look cross-eyed if you do your pupil over the kind of mirror image side. Then you want to take a little bit of white paint and add it into the pink that you used for her bow. And we're going to do a small pink curve over each of her eyes, just to give her a little bit of eyeshadow. That's her first one. And her second one. And then you're going to take your black and you're going to outline her little makeup lines. Now if you don't want to outline these, that's totally fine. You can just leave them pink. But if you want to add a little bit of an outline to make them stand up, you're just going to curve around your pink makeup. Now once you've got her makeup outlined, we are going to give her eyelashes. Now we want to give her bigger eyelashes than Minnie's eyelashes, but we're going to do the exact same technique. So little flicks up from the corner of her eye. If you don't have space on the second eye, don't worry about adding them, but if you do, you can even pop 1 or 2 in. And don't forget, it is really easy to fix any mistakes that you make by just painting over the mistake in the colour that you have underneath. Now we're just going to outline the top of her head. And then we're going to outline her bow. So this time when we're doing her bow, we're going to curve the 2 lines of the side of it inward slightly, just to make the bow look like it's really kind of squished and really full. And then you're just going to follow your paint lines. Up and around your little love heart shape. And then we're going to add a few little movement lines into the bow. So we want 1 right in the center, and then coming from our little rectangle in the middle of the bow, we are going to drag into the center of our 2 bowy bits, I suppose. And then from the very outside, we are going to drag some little fold lines into the center of the bow again. And then that's it, she's done. So we just need to top coat her now and cure her. So remember, when you're top coating, all your paint stroke lines will disappear and she'll come out nice and shiny and smooth. Make sure you perfectly top coat every single bit of her so that she doesn't wipe off when you wipe with your alcohol at the end. And that's her done, alongside an easier version of her. So guys, once again, thank you so much for joining me on day 6. We have now done an easy Mickey, a hard Mickey, an easy Minnie, a hard Minnie, Donald Duck, Daisy Duck, and tomorrow we are going to be doing Goofy. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I would really appreciate it. And I have attached links in the description below for some of the products that I have used throughout this video if any of you guys would like to check them out. If you have any questions, please don't be afraid to pop them in the comment box below and I will get back to you as quickly as I can. For now, that's me. See you later.